go further, and his daddy didn't have the money to send him. So he worked in the fields, saved his money, and brought his land a little at a time. He ordered books through the mail and read them by the light of the fireplace. One particular morning, when I was 8 years old, I slowly around until the big yellow bus left without me. I didn't want to go to school anymore. It had rained for several days, and this was the first time it was dry enough for Granddaddy to plow his fields. Well, he must have had X-ray eyes, because as soon as the bus pulled away, he stopped the tractor and came to the house. "Daughter, get your books together," he said.
Okay, hold on. Darnell! Sorry, y'all. I don't want to mess up my video.
You go get him?
Yeah. Tell him I called him and texted him. See? And I called that man and I texted him.
I told him he's burning the pizza. I can smell it.
I know. Okay, finish reading your story.
Okay. We got in the black truck and rode the 30 miles to school. On the way, we rode past a cotton field full of workers, some of my age. I asked why I had to go to school. I already know how to read and write, and the books we had at home were better than the books at school. These books passed from the white... I know they're not teaching you everything you should, but you have to go to school. I want you to learn as much as you can, and you can, so you have to grow up. You can choose what you want to do. I didn't have that choice. That night, after supper, Granddaddy said he was taking us to a meeting. We all got in the truck, me, my brothers and sisters. Granddaddy turned off onto a dirt road and drove for a long time.
Drove?
He told us that many years ago, suggestion laws had been passed in the South to keep black people from having some same rights as white people, like the right to vote. He said it was important to vote, that it was a way for our choices to be heard.
You hear what you're reading about?
Voting.
You hear what else? You remembering what you're reading?
I wish I had Brisk to do this.
Listen, concentrate, Papa.
Okay. When we finally arrived at the church, the parking lot was full, and all cars were lined up both sides of the road. We found a place to stand in the back of the church. A lawyer, Mr. James Marshall, was asking for volunteers. We wanted to try someone to register to vote. At first, nobody said anything. Then, in front of the back of the room, Granddad raised his hand. "I'll go," he said. The meeting ended with a song and a prayer for Granddaddy. Those days, it was dangerous for people to stand up for their rights.
Right. I want you to...
I have no idea. He's not here interrupting my reading.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Next day, Granddaddy rode into tow and parked his truck in front of the courthouse. He walked in when someone he is originally. I was right behind him. He went into one of the offices and told the lady behind him, counter, that he wanted to register to vote. The lady went to the back room and came with a man. "Well, now, Joe," the man said, "you see there is no test you have to take on the Mississippi Constitution. It's hard, real hard. You're doing all right, You're doing all right, Joe, but be satisfied with what you have." Granddaddy left the office. I turned and walked after him. He hanged my head. He hemmed my head hanging down. I didn't want to look at Granddaddy's face because I knew I felt bad too. He waited for me at the top of the courthouse steps. He took my hand. "Daughter," he said, "hold your head up tight. We have done nothing wrong." Granddaddy told me there was something important to strive for in addition to the good things we had. There were some things that made a person feel good inside, like having the rights we were all entered to a celebration of the United States. I didn't understand everything then, but I lifted my head. The sun was shining. Later that week, Mr. James Marshall came by the house. He told Granddaddy that his news on the newspaper and these days named the Black people who registered to vote were printed in the newspaper. Word had gotten out that Granddaddy was going to take the test. Not everybody agreed with the Granddaddy was doing. I discovered from then on the co-op store down wouldn't let Granddaddy buy feed or his cows and seeds for planting. People didn't want their children to play with me. At recess, I stood under a shade tree and watched my used-to-be friends play jump rope and tag and hopscotch. Now, I really didn't want to go to school. We started going by Mr. Marshall's house whenever we went to town. Mr. Marshall would go over to the construction with Daddy and ask him questions. I was supposed to be doing my homework, but I listened to I answered the questions right along with Granddaddy. On the other day, Granddaddy went to the courthouse with Mr. Marshall to take the test. A big crowd gathered outside. People stared, shouting, and calling Granddaddy bad names. Granddaddy had on a Sunday shirt. Someone pulled the coat and tore it off. The police met Granddaddy, Mr. Marshall, at the door of the courthouse. They asked Granddaddy why he was trying to cause trouble. He told them he was just trying to register to vote. In the back room of the courthouse, he answered all 22 questions. Granddaddy passed the test, but he was Mr. Marshall had to leave through the back door of the courthouse. The news spread quickly that Granddaddy was now registered to vote. That night, we all got in a truck and headed to the church. There's something to be a big sensation. As we drove up, we could see bright orange flames shooting up against the sky. Yes. After the church burned down, people's fear turned into domination, and more men and women came forward to register to vote. I understand why Granddaddy had wanted me to go to school. I never skipped school again, and even if we had raggedy books. On my 18th birthday, when I went to register to vote, Granddaddy came with me. I didn't want to take a test on the registration. I just had to fill out a card with my name, address, and date of birth. Now I can register my vote, make my own voice heard. Granny had taught me how to stand up for things even if I was scared, and always to be proud. His gift never left me. At the top of the courthouse steps, Granddaddy took my hand. We had came a long way. We still had a long way to go.
That was an awesome story. Did you pick that book out yourself?
No, Thomas Booth gave it to us.
Oh, you get to keep it? Is it good? Hot. Hi.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
What'd you learn from the story?
I learned that. I got no idea.
Okay. Oh, read it again.
Never.
Bye, y'all.